Hey, so we're back, back with a do-rag on, a little bit later. So, as you can see, the truck did not start. It sounded like it wanted to start. It sounds like fuel was getting to the, engine, but it's still not starting. So right now what we're gonna do is kind of diagnose why it's not starting. So what I'm gonna try and do, I decided to do I'm gonna start with the cheapest things I can think of right now, cheap fixes first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace the spark plugs again. I've already replaced them before. It was probably like a year and a half ago. But you know, the fuel pump is working, the fuel is getting to the truck. So you know, another issue could be that the engine is not getting the right combustion because maybe the spark plugs are bad. I don't think they would be bad this soon, but you know, I'm gonna start with the cheap things I can think of first before I start going to the big things. So if you can see down there, the wires are going to, those are my spark plugs. Those are where the spark plugs are. You can see the distributor right there, and then like you can kind of see the wires. I'm gonna get this this manifold out the way so I can have more room to work. But yeah, so we'll get to that right now. So first, before I do get that started, what I want to do is show you what we're working with first, but also let you know something you got to do when you're doing something like this. So here it is. This is the spark plug. There it is. If it can get in focus. I don't know. There it is. All right, that's the spark plug. So something you have to make sure you do before you change your spark plugs, you have to take a tool like this. This is called a gapper, and you have to make sure that gap right there is the right size, is the right length before you put it in, because if you don't make sure it is, then you won't get the correct combustion, you won't get the correct spark, and could cause the engine to not spark up. So what we're going to do is we're going to gap it to 0.4, and I believe these are already previously gapped because it looks like it's already where it needs to be, but you know, you just want to make sure before you just go ahead and start that and then have an issue to where you got to take it out. So I'm gonna check all these to make sure that they are in the right gapping position, and then I'll come back to you guys later because, you know, I'm not going to show you guys all the same thing. Well, actually, I want to see if I can find one that's not gapped properly. I believe all these are gapped to the right specifications, but let me see if I can find one. Oh, that's good. These are my pack of 4. So I have 6 because I have this is a 6-cylinder truck. So yeah, you're gonna have 6 spark plugs, and then this is the pack of 4, like I said. But yeah, all these should be gapped to, so my gapping size for this truck is 0.44, I believe, well, around 0.44, like 0.42, 2.4. When you change spark plugs, you are going to want to make sure that you grease in the threads to make sure, like, when you do need to take it out, it's not stuck, it doesn't seize up. This one is already kind of pre-greased, but I'm going to add just a little bit of grease to all of them, just to make sure, you know, I don't have any issues. So when doing this, you're going to want to go one plug at a time, because you don't want to get the wires mixed up. You don't want to get so this is what distributes like the chain reaction of like the spark or whatever, and if you put the wrong plug on the wrong spark in the wrong cylinder, it could cause a misfire, so you don't want to have that issue. So yeah, I'm going to do it one at a time. I'm going to start with the hardest, which is going to be the back. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take that plug off the I'm going to take that fastener off the top of the plug, and I'm going to use a 3/16 yeah, whatever, a 3/16 ratchet to take the to get the spark plug out. You want to make sure you're very careful. You don't want to break any of the spark plugs, and then have like plastic pieces or stuff stuck inside your firing cylinder. Could be very bad. So yeah, gonna go one at a time again, and you'll see. First one out. You can see it's a little bit rusty. Again, I changed these like a year and a half ago, but it won't hurt to, you know, just see if changing them will help, because you never know. Like I said last video, the small things you don't think of can sometimes be what you need. So we'll put it back in there very carefully. So she's in. Now I'm going to switch my ratchet and tighten her down. Snug. Don't want to, you know, risk cracking the thing inside there. So you're gonna go ahead and get that spark plug, and you're gonna fasten it back on top. And you should hear a click once it's all the way on. Sometimes it takes a little bit of force to kind of get that thing in there. On. So we're gonna do the same thing for the other 5, and yeah, let's get to it. So next one, and that's always my scare of this, is these plastic things, they do tend to snap easy. So if I snap one, I have to go ahead and buy another. And then, you know, just kneeling over this engine bay, it's just hard to get any type of leverage. I'm in good pants, doing this too. I'm a fool. Alrighty. Uh-oh. Alright, so got a problem. And I'm gonna show y'all that problem, but first I'm gonna try and extract the problem before, you know, we even get to a point where it's really an issue. So see this is what goes into the spark plug hose, and this is what connects to the end of the spark plug, and like kind of gives it that action. It came out of here. So the issue is now getting this onto where it's supposed to be may be an issue, because yeah, it just might be an issue. So oh, looks like it is snapped back in place. So I'm just gonna have to make sure that when I do this one, I'm gonna have to really put it down on there to make sure that it is actually snapped back in place. But yeah, so Yeah, they're done. The only thing really left to do is to well, I'm gonna check that plug again because it looks like that thing is not on like I need it to be. So I might have to replace just that hose. I really do, Mike.
Like make the top side tough?
Yeah.